Welcome to the Listen and Sleep channel. Today we are going on a journey where time flows differently, where ancient images come alive, where dance and silence weave into one. Get comfortable. Let your body relax. Allow your breathing to become slow, deep, calm. There is no need to hurry now. No need to understand everything at once. Just listen. Just follow the voice like a quiet path leading through mountains and temples, through ancient stories and eternal truths. We are going where stillness and movement meet, where peace is born. Everything begins with silence, with that special silence that lives high in the mountains, where the air is thin, where clouds cling to stone peaks, where snow lies untouched, white, endless. The Himalayas at dawn are not just mountains. They are the boundary between earth and sky, between sleep and awakening, between question and answer. Here, at this height, where breathing is difficult, where each step takes effort, where cold burns the skin and light blinds, here understanding is born, that the world is not random, that it has rhythm, has breath, has dance. Imagine this. You are standing at the edge of a cliff. Below, far below, a valley spreads out, covered in fog, soft, milky, hiding details, leaving only outlines. In the distance, other peaks are visible, sharp as crown teeth, crowned with snow, shining in the first rays of sun. The air here is so transparent that it seems if you reach out your hand, you will touch the sky. But the sky is far, always far, and always close, because the sky is not a place, it is a state. The wind here does not roar, it sings, a quiet, monotonous song that sounds always, that does not break, that flows through stones and snow, through caves and gorges. This is the breath of the mountains, cold, pure, eternal. And in this breath, if you listen, if you freeze, if you allow yourself to dissolve in this space, you can hear something more, a whisper, barely perceptible, not words, not thoughts, just presence of that which has always been here, of that which will always be here. Ancient sages came here, not for knowledge, not for answers. They came to see, to understand what cannot be explained in words. They sat in caves, carved into rocks, wrapped in rough fabrics, warmed only by the inner fire of their practice. They looked at the world, and the world looked at them. And in this gaze, understanding was born, that everything we see, everything we feel, everything we call life is not random. It is dance, the dance of two forces, the dance of stillness and movement, the dance of consciousness and energy. They saw how the sun rises over the peaks, slowly, unhurriedly. First, a thin strip of light appears on the horizon, barely noticeable, almost imperceptible. Then the light spreads, painting the snow pink, golden, orange. The cold peaks flare up like fiery crowns. And this is not just dawn. This is birth, the birth of a new day, the birth of the world, again and again, every morning like the first time. And they saw how night comes, how light fades, how shadows crawl along the slopes, how stars light up one after another, until the sky becomes a canvas studded with diamonds. And this is not the end. This is peace, return, dissolution. Everything goes into silence. Everything returns to the source. And in the morning, it is born again. In this cycle, in this rhythm, in this eternal repetition of birth and dissolution, they saw truth, that the world is not a static picture. It is movement. It is pulsation. It is breath. Inhale and exhale. Day and night. Life and death. And at the foundation of this breath, at the foundation of this movement, are two forces. Two, but not separate. Two, but not opposite. Two like two sides of one coin. Like the inhale and exhale of one breath. They named these forces Shiva and Shakti, not gods in the usual sense, not beings living in the heavens, controlling human destinies. No, these are principles. These are qualities. This is what the world is woven from. Shiva is stillness, immobility, consciousness that observes but does not interfere. Shakti is movement, energy, force that creates, destroys, transforms. Shiva is the canvas. Shakti is the paint. Shiva is the silence. Shakti is the song. Shiva is the space. Shakti is the dance in that space. And the most amazing thing, the deepest understanding that these ancient contemplatives came to, is that these two forces do not exist separately. Never. Not for a moment. They are always together, always in embrace, always in dance. Because without Shiva, there is no Shakti. There is no space where energy could manifest. And without Shakti, there is no Shiva. There is no movement that makes stillness alive, conscious, filled. Imagine a lake high in the mountains, silent, motionless. The water in it is so transparent that you can see the bottom, stones, algae swaying in slow current. The surface of the water is a perfect mirror, reflecting the sky, clouds, peaks. This is Shiva, stillness, clarity, reflection of everything, but without attachment to what is reflected. But then the wind touches the surface, a light touch, and ripples appear on the water. Small waves run across the mirror, distort the reflection, create a play of light and shadow. This is Shakti. Movement, play, life, and the lake remains a lake. It does not cease to be itself. It is just alive now. Now it dances. So is the world. At the foundation is stillness, silence, the space of pure consciousness. But this is not dead silence. This is living stillness, because in it, from it, through it, energy dances. Forms are born, worlds arise, flowers bloom, hearts beat, thoughts are born. And all this is dance, a dance in which the dancer and the dance are one. Ancient temples of India preserve this truth in stone. You enter inside, and at first coolness envelops you. Thick stone walls protect from heat, from noise, from the bustle of the outer world. Here is twilight. Light penetrates only through narrow windows, falling in thin rays, cutting through darkness, illuminating dust particles slowly floating in the air. It smells of incense, sandalwood, frankincense, jasmine, a heavy, sweet aroma that has soaked the stone for centuries, for millennia of worship. And there, in the center of the temple, in the Holy of Holies, where only the priest enters, only the one who knows the ritual, who carries the offering, there stands a symbol. Simple, almost abstract, a stone pillar rising from a circular base, linga and yoni, masculine and feminine, sky and earth, spirit and matter, Shiva and Shakti, united, inseparable, one. The priest pours milk, water, honey onto the stone. Liquid flows down the smooth surface, streams down, collects in the base. He decorates the stone with flowers, white lotuses, red hibiscus, yellow marigolds. He pronounces mantras, ancient syllables that sound like spells, like prayers, like songs without words. And all this is not to appease the gods, not to receive grace from above. This is a reminder to oneself that everything that is sacred, that everything that exists is a manifestation of this unity, that the stone in the temple and the stone on the road are the same thing. The difference is only in how we look. Sometimes people come to the temple with requests, with desires, with pain. They place flowers at the foot of the stone. They whisper prayers. They hope for a miracle. And the temple receives them. Cool walls embrace the tired. The aroma of incense calms the anxious. Silence gives space for tears, for sighs, for that special silence that comes when we stop struggling. But the real gift of the temple is not in fulfilling wishes. The real gift is in this moment of peace, in this instant when the bustle stops, when the mind falls silent, when the heart opens. And in this opening, in this stillness, we touch what is always here, always with us, always within. Stories of Shiva and Shakti were passed from mouth to mouth, from teacher to student, from grandfather to grandson. They told how Shiva meditated in the mountains, motionless as the mountain itself, immersed in such deep silence that the world around him froze. Birds did not sing. Wind did not blow. Even time seemed to stop. He was stillness, absolute, unshakable, eternal. But the world cannot exist only in stillness. The world is life, and life is movement. And so Shakti appeared. In some stories, she came as a beautiful maiden, Parvati, daughter of the mountains, gentle as a morning flower, strong as a mountain river. In others, she came as a storm, as fire, as a force that knows no barriers. But always she came to awaken, to call, to say, stillness is beautiful, but without movement it is dead. Silence is deep, but without song it is empty. Consciousness is boundless, but without energy it is not manifested. And Shiva opened his eyes, slowly, so slowly that it seemed a whole age passed as his gaze rose. And when he looked at her, when his gaze met her gaze, the world sighed, flared up, came alive, because in this meeting, in this gaze, everything is born. Love is born. Creation is born. The dance that lasts forever is born. This is not just a romantic story. This is not just a myth about a god and goddess. This is a description of how existence is arranged, how movement is born from stillness, how sound is born from silence, how form is born from emptiness, and most importantly, how these two poles, these two forces, never exist separately. They are always in embrace, always in dialogue, always in love. You can feel this right now, in your body, in your breath. Take a breath, slow, deep. Feel how air enters the lungs, how the chest expands, how the body fills. This is Shakti, movement, energy, life entering you. Now hold your breath, just for a moment. Feel this stillness, this silence between inhale and exhale. This is Shiva, immobility, consciousness that observes. Now exhale, slow, full. Air lives the body. But this is not the end. This is return. Energy returns to the source. And again inhale. And again exhale. The dance continues. Always. As long as you are alive. And in this simple action, in this breath that you take tens of thousands of times a day without noticing, in it lives all wisdom, all truth, all teaching. because breathing is not just air entering and leaving the lungs. It is connection. Connection between you and the world. Connection between body and spirit. Connection between stillness and movement. Between Shiva and Shakti. Between who you are and who you can become. Ancient practices began with breath, not with complex poses, not with long meditations, simply with observing the breath. The teacher would tell the student, sit, close your eyes, and watch. Watch the breath. Do not change it. Do not control it. Just observe how the inhale comes by itself, how the exhale goes by itself, how between them there is a pause, thin, almost imperceptible, but infinitely deep. And in this observation, in this simple attention, the path begins. The path to yourself. The path to understanding. The path to that place inside where Shiva and Shakti dance in you, where stillness and movement merge into one, where you are no longer a separate being struggling with the world, but part of this great dance, part of this eternal breath. Shiva is the one who watches, does not judge, does not evaluate, simply watches. He is depicted sitting in meditation on Mount Kailash, the most sacred peak of the Himalayas. There, where the air is so thin that breathing is almost impossible, where cold pierces to the bones, where life barely flickers. But Shiva does not need warmth. He does not need comfort, because he is beyond the body, beyond form. He is pure consciousness. His hair is matted, long, gathered at the crown in a knot. And in this hair is a river, Ganga, the sacred river that descends from the heavens, that carries the power of purification, the power of life. But such a powerful river, if it fell directly to earth, would destroy everything. And so Shiva took it in his hair, softened its fall, made it safe for the world. This is an image of how the divine, how pure energy descends into matter, not directly, not destructively, but through a mediator, through one who can contain, who can transform, who can make the inaccessible accessible. On Shiva's forehead is a third eye, closed, but always ready to open. This is not a physical eye. This is a symbol of inner vision. That ability to see through forms, through illusions, through what we call reality. When this eye opens, all that is false burns away. All that is not true disappears. Only essence remains. Only truth. Only what really is. His skin is adorned with ash, gray, soft, covering the body in a thin layer. This is not dirt. This is a reminder that everything that has form will one day become ash. Everything that is born will die. Everything that is built will be destroyed. Everything that comes will go. And this is not scary. This is not tragedy. This is the nature of things, the nature of the material world. And Shiva wears this ash to show he is not attached to forms. He knows their nature. He sees through them. Around his neck is a snake, a cobra coiled in rings, head raised, hood flared. The snake is a symbol of time, a symbol of energy that can be both creative and destructive. But Shiva wears it as an ornament. He does not fear it. He has tamed it. He has turned danger into beauty. This is an image of mastery. Mastery over one's own energy, over one's own fears, over that which can destroy the careless. In one hand, Shiva holds a drum, Damaru, small, hourglass-shaped, with leather membranes on both sides. When he shakes it, sound is produced. Rhythmic, deep. This is the sound of creation, the first sound of the universe, that very rhythm that sets the pulse of life, that determines the movement of planets, that flows in the blood, that beats in the heart. Without this rhythm, there is no dance. Without this sound, there is no manifestation. In another hand is fire, flame dancing on the palm, alive, bright, never extinguishing. This is the fire of transformation, fire that burns the old to give place to the new, fire that purifies, that liberates, that transforms everything into anything else. This is not destruction for the sake of destruction. This is destruction as part of the cycle, as a necessary condition for renewal. and two more hands, one raised in a gesture of blessing. Abhaya Mudra, a gesture that says, "Do not fear. All will be well. I am here." The other hand points to the raised leg, symbol of liberation, symbol that there is a way, that there is an exit from the cycle of birth and death, from the cycle of suffering and joy, that one can find peace, real, deep, eternal. Shiva is an ascetic, a yogi, a hermit. He does not need wealth, does not need fame, does not need recognition. He lives in the mountains, far from cities, far from bustle. His home is a cave. His bed is a tiger skin. His food is what nature brings. He is immersed in meditation for hours, days, years, centuries. Time has no meaning for him because he is outside time. He is eternity. But this is not cold detachment. This is not indifference. This is complete presence, complete attention. He sees everything, feels everything, knows everything, but does not get involved, does not cling, does not attach. He is like the sky that sees both rain and sun, and storm and rainbow, but itself remains sky, unchanging, pure, boundless. And when you sit in silence, when you close your eyes, when you allow thoughts to calm, you touch this quality of Shiva, this ability to simply be, without effort, without striving, without desire to become someone else. You are the observer. You are the one who sees how thoughts come and go, how emotions rise and subside, how the body changes, how time flows. But you yourself do not change, because in the very depths, in the very center, there is something unchanging. There is stillness that does not depend on external circumstances. There is silence that is not disturbed by any noise. There is space in which the whole dance of life unfolds. Try now, just for a moment. Allow yourself to be, not to do, not to think, not to analyze, simply to be. Feel your body, how it lies or sits, its weight, its warmth, the breath that moves in it. And know, you are not the body. You are the one who feels the body. You are not the breath. You are the one who observes the breath. You are not the thoughts. You are the space in which thoughts appear and disappear. This is Shiva in you, this quiet, motionless, eternal point from which you look at the world. But stillness is only half. There is another half, that which cannot sit still, that which must move, create, play, dance, that which fills stillness with life. Shakti. She comes like wind, like fire, like a river that cannot be stopped. She is that force that makes the heart beat, that leads the seed to germinate, that drives clouds across the sky. She is life in all its manifestations. She is depicted differently, sometimes as Parvati, tender, loving spouse of Shiva, goddess of mountains, daughter of the Himalayas. Her skin is light as morning snow, eyes dark, deep, full of love and wisdom. She is adorned with flowers, jewels, silk garments. She sits beside Shiva, and her presence softens his severity, warms his cold, makes him accessible to the world. Sometimes, as Durga, warrior, invincible, formidable, riding on a lion or tiger. She has 10 arms, and in each is a weapon given by the gods. She fights demons, forces of darkness, ignorance, ego. She protects. She conquers. She knows no fear, because she is force itself, power itself, energy itself that cannot be stopped by any obstacle. Sometimes as Kali, dark, terrifying, dancing on the bodies of defeated enemies. Her skin is black as night, hair loose, wild, streaming in all directions, tongue extended, eyes burning. She wears a garland of skulls, a skirt of severed arms. This is an image not for the faint of heart. This is an image of destruction, but not evil destruction, but necessary. Destruction of illusions, destruction of attachments, destruction of everything that prevents us from seeing truth. All these images are different faces of one force. Shakti is not static. She changes. she flows. She takes the form that is needed. Sometimes tenderness is needed, and she comes as mother, as wife, as friend. Sometimes strength is needed, and she comes as warrior, as protector. Sometimes it is necessary to destroy everything to the foundation to build anew, and she comes as Kali, terrible and liberating. In ancient temples dedicated to Shakti, the atmosphere is different from the temples of Shiva. Where Shiva is worshipped, there is silence, coolness, peace. Here, movement, sound, fire. The temple of Shakti is filled with life. Women come with offerings, baskets of fruit, garlands of flowers, jugs of milk. They are dressed in bright saris, red, yellow, green, blue, that sway as they walk, creating waves of color. The air is filled with the scent of jasmine, rose, sandalwood. Oil lamps burn, hundreds of small lights that flicker cast shadows on walls decorated with carvings depicting the goddess in different forms. Drums sound, bells, voices singing mantras. This is not quiet prayer. This is celebration. Celebration of life. Celebration of power. Celebration that the world is alive, that it moves, that it is full of energy. And the goddess accepts all this: flowers, fire, songs, dances. She rejoices because she is joy itself, desire to live itself, force itself that pushes everything forward. Shakti is the energy in you, that force that makes you get up in the morning, that leads you to dreams, that fills you with desire to create, love, know. She manifests in your emotions, in anger, in joy, in passion, in grief. She flows in your blood, sparks in your nerves, shines in your eyes. Without her, you would be an empty shell. Without her, the peace of Shiva would be non-being. But energy can be different, can flow freely, and then you feel lightness, strength, joy, can get stuck, blocked. And then comes illness, fatigue, depression, can be uncontrollable, and then it destroys, burns out, devastates. The ancients knew this, and so they taught to work with energy, not to suppress it, not to deny it, but also not to allow it to rule uncontrollably, but to learn to dance with it. Learn to direct it. Learn to be its conductor, not its victim. One of the practices is simply observing energy in the body. Sit or lie comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Feel how the body relaxes. And now direct attention inward. Do not think. Do not analyze. Just feel. Where in the body is there warmth? Where coolness? Where is there tension? Where lightness? Where does energy flow freely like a river? Where is it stuck like a stone in the stream? Do not try to change anything. Just observe. As you observe clouds in the sky, they come, they go. You cannot control them, but you can see them. And in this seeing, in this attention, something changes. Energy begins to flow. Tension begins to release. The body begins to breathe deeper, freer. This is not magic. This is simply the nature of energy. It loves attention. It responds to it. It follows it. And also, energy loves movement. Shakti is dance. And so, ancient practices included movement, not exercises in our understanding, not training, but dance, free, spontaneous, where the body itself decides how to move. You simply allow. Allow arms to rise, to circle. Allow the body to sway, to bend. Allow legs to stomp, to jump. There is no right, no wrong. There is only what wants to express itself, what wants to be freed. And when you dance, when you give yourself to this movement, energy begins to flow. Blocks begin to dissolve. You feel alive, whole, filled. Shakti is also your voice, your ability to express, to speak, to sing, to shout, to whisper. In ancient temples, they sang mantras, not because they are prayers, but because sound is vibration, and vibration is energy. When you sing, when you pronounce certain sounds, you awaken energy. You make it move. You tune your body like a musical instrument. Try now. If you can, if circumstances allow. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, make a sound. Any, long. Maybe it will be the sound or oh, or It does not matter. Just allow it to come out. Feel how it vibrates in the chest, in the throat, in the head, how it fills the space around you, how it resonates with something inside. This is Shakti. This is your energy expressed in sound. This is your force made audible. And the most beautiful thing about Shakti is that she is infinite. She never runs out, because her source is not in you. Her source is in that union, in that dance that happens between Shiva and Shakti, between stillness and movement, between consciousness and energy. When you are tired, when you feel there is no more strength, it is not because energy has ended. It is because you have lost connection with the source. You have begun to act only from movement, forgetting about stillness. You have begun to chase goals, forgetting about presence. And so energy scatters, is spent in vain. But it is enough to stop. It is enough to return to breath. It is enough to return to that quiet point inside where stillness is, and energy returns by itself, naturally, like a river that fills from its source. You do not create it. You simply open the door. You simply allow it to flow. There is an ancient image captured in stone, in bronze, in paintings on temple walls. Ardhanarishvara, half man, half woman, one body, two halves. Right side, Shiva. Left side, Shakti. Right side, strong, austere, adorned with snake and drum. Left side, soft, graceful, adorned with flowers and bracelets. Right face, calm, detached. Left face, smiling, alive. But this is not two beings. This is one body, one gaze, one breath. When you stand before this statue in the twilight of the temple, when the light of the oil lamp flickers, casting shadows, making outlines soft, indistinct, you begin to understand. This is not just a beautiful metaphor. This is truth, deep truth about how the world is arranged, about how you are arranged. In every person live both forces, masculine and feminine, stillness and movement, strength and softness, yang and yin, as they say in the East, Shiva and Shakti, as they say in India. And the problem is not that we have both sides. The problem is that we often forget about one. Men learn to be strong, detached, rational, but forget about feelings, about flexibility, about the ability to receive. Women learn to be soft, caring, intuitive, but forget about strength, about the ability to protect, about the right to say no. And the world becomes unbalanced, inside and outside. Ardhanarishvara shows another way, a way where there is no need to choose, where one can be both, where strength does not deny tenderness, where stillness does not exclude movement, where masculine and feminine do not fight for power, but dance together, creating harmony. This image is especially important in our time, in a world where everything is divided, where people argue what is more important, reason or feelings, logic or intuition, science or spirituality. Ardhanarishvara says, everything is important. Everything is needed. Everything is part of one whole. And only when we reconcile opposites within ourselves, when we allow them to coexist, to complement each other, only then do we become whole, integral, harmonious. In ancient texts, a practice is described connected to this understanding. It is called by different names, but the essence is one. Sit in silence, close your eyes, and begin to observe. Two streams of energy that flow in the body, one along the right side, Pingala, solar channel, hot, active, masculine, connected with action, with will, with moving forward. The other along the left side, Ida, lunar channel, cool, passive, feminine, connected with perception, with intuition, with the inner world. Usually, one of these channels dominates at different times, on different days. Sometimes you feel active, decisive, ready to act. This is Pingala, solar energy, active. Sometimes you feel calm, contemplative, immersed in yourself. This is Ida, lunar energy, dominant. And this is normal. This is natural rhythm. But there is a third channel, Sushumna, central, the one that goes directly along the spine, from the base to the crown. When energy flows through it, when both side channels are balanced, when sun and moon, masculine and feminine, Shiva and Shakti unite in the center, then something special happens. Then a door opens, a door to another state, a state where there is no separation, where everything is one. The practice is simple but deep. Sit straight but relaxed. Close your eyes. Direct attention to the base of the spine. There, where it connects with the pelvis. Feel this place. Do not think about it. Do not imagine. Just feel. Maybe there will be a sensation of warmth, or tingling, or just attention directed there. This is normal. Everything is right. Now, slowly, very slowly, lead attention upward, along the spine, centimeter by centimeter, as if you are illuminating darkness from within. Do not hurry. Allow attention to move naturally. It itself knows where to go. It itself will find the way. Lower back, middle of the back, between shoulder blades, neck, base of skull, and finally, the crown, the highest point of the head. There, where infants have a soft spot, the fontanelle, through which, as the ancients say, the soul enters the body and leaves it. Hold attention at the crown. Feel as if a flower is opening there. 1,000-petaled lotus, as they call it in texts. Opening, slowly, gently, petal by petal. And through this opening, through this openness, something enters, or exits, or both. Because in this place, in this state, there are no boundaries, no separation between inner and outer, between you and the world, between human and divine. This is the union of Shiva and Shakti, not somewhere in myths, not somewhere in the heavens, but here, inside, in your body that becomes a temple, in your breath that becomes prayer, in your consciousness that expands, containing everything. And when you return from this state, when you open your eyes, when you again become the one who sits or lies in the room, the world does not become the same. Something has changed, maybe quite imperceptibly, maybe just a subtle sense of peace, or connection or understanding that everything that seemed separate is actually one. And this understanding does not come from books, does not come from words. It comes from experience, from practice, from that moment when you allow yourself simply to be, simply to breathe, simply to feel. And in this simplicity, in this openness, Shiva and Shakti meet. Stillness and movement meet. Consciousness and energy meet. And you understand, finally understand, that they were never separated, that everything you were seeking was always here, inside, in the dance of breath, in the beating of the heart, in this moment, right now. There is one image that has lived in the temples of India for more than 1,000 years. An image that stops the gaze, that makes the heart beat differently, that opens something deep, ancient, eternal. Nataraja, king of dance. Shiva in his cosmic dance. If you have ever seen this statue in a museum, in a book, in a photograph, you could not forget it, because everything is contained in it. The entire universe, all laws of being, all meaning of existence. Imagine a bronze figure, dark, polished by time and the touch of thousands of hands. Shiva stands on one leg. The other is raised, bent at the knee, gracefully, lightly, as if this whole pose is the most natural thing in the world. Around him is a circle of flame. Tongues of fire frozen in metal, but alive, dynamic, creating a boundary between the dancer and the space around. He has 4 arms. Each holds something. Each expresses something. In one is a drum, small, hourglass shaped. In another is flame dancing on the palm. The third is raised in a gesture of protection, in a gesture that says, "Do not fear." The fourth points down to the raised foot, symbol of liberation. Shiva's hair streams, not just lying on his shoulders, streaming in all directions, as if he is spinning with incredible speed, as if the wind of his dance scatters cosmic dust. In the hair is the river Ganga, the moon, a snake, skulls. All this flies with him, rotates, becomes part of the movement. his face is calm, eyes half closed, a slight smile, not a smile of joy, not a smile of mockery, a smile of knowing, the smile of one who sees everything, understands everything, accepts everything. Under his foot is a small figure, a demon, apasmara, demon of ignorance, demon of forgetfulness, demon that makes us forget who we really are. Shiva dances on him, does not destroy, does not kill, simply dances, keeps under control, because ignorance is not an enemy that can be defeated once and for all. It is part of existence. It is always near, always ready to return. And so, constant vigilance is needed. Constant dance, constant movement of awareness. This image is not just a beautiful sculpture. This is a map of the universe. This is a textbook of physics, philosophy, spirituality, captured in metal. The circle of fire around Shiva is the circle of light, circle of consciousness, boundary of the manifested world. This is the universe. Everything that exists inside this circle. Beyond its limits is the unmanifest, the inexpressible, that which has no form, has no name. The drum in the hand is the sound of creation. Damaru. When Shiva shakes it, sound spreads throughout the universe. This is not just sound. This is vibration, primordial vibration from which everything is born. Atoms begin to form. Stars begin to compress. Planets begin to rotate. Seeds begin to germinate. Hearts begin to beat. All this from one rhythm, from one beat of the drum. The flame in the other hand is the fire of destruction, but not evil fire, not fire of hatred. This is the fire of transformation, fire that burns the old to free space for the new. That turns form back into energy. That returns the manifest to the unmanifest. This is the end of the cycle, but not the end of existence, because after the end always comes the beginning. After destruction always comes creation, and the drum sounds again, and the dance continues. The raised hand in the gesture of abhaya is protection. This is a promise. Do not fear this dance. Do not fear destruction. Do not fear transformation, because this is not the end. This is part of the path, part of the greater rhythm that leads to liberation. The hand pointing to the raised foot is an invitation. Look, here, in this movement, in this liberation from earth, in this lightness, in this freedom, here is the path. And the leg that stands on the ground, on the demon, is the foundation. This is what holds the dancer. This is connection with the material world, with the body, with the earth. Without this connection, the dance would be disembodied. Without this grounding, there would be no strength. Shiva does not float in the air. He stands firmly, even in movement, even in the fastest rotation. He is rooted. This whole image is a description of how the universe works, how life works, how your life works. Birth and death, creation and destruction, movement and stillness. All this is not opposites. All this is parts of one dance, one rhythm, one breath of the cosmos. In the temple of Chidambaram in South India, there is a special place, Holy of Holies. Few can enter there. There, in the center of the temple, in complete darkness, illuminated only by oil lamps, is emptiness. Literally, empty space, akasha, ether, sky inside the temple. This is the heart of the dance. This is the place where Shiva dances eternally, not in form, not in statue, simply dances in space, in consciousness, in that which is beyond form. Priests say, if you come here at the right time, in the right state of mind, with the right openness of heart, you will see the dance, not with eyes, with heart. You will feel the rhythm. You will hear the drum. You will become part of this movement, and your life will change, not because a miracle happens, but because you will understand. Understand that everything that happens to you, everything you experience, everything that seems random, chaotic, meaningless, is part of the dance, part of a greater rhythm. And your task is not to stop the dance, not to control it, but to join, to find your rhythm, your step, your movement in this cosmic round. And you can do this right now, here. You do not have to go to India. You do not have to go to a temple. Just feel. Feel the rhythm in your body, the heartbeat. This is the drum, your personal drum. It has been beating since you were born. It will beat until the last breath. And every beat is an act of creation. Every beat is life asserting itself. Every beat is dance. Feel the breath. Inhale is creation. Energy enters. Life enters. Exhale is dissolution. The old goes. The worn out is released. And between inhale and exhale, a thin pause, a moment of stillness, a moment of silence. This is the space where Shiva rests before beginning the dance again. And if you allow yourself to move, if you stand up, if you allow the body to sway, to spin, if you release control and allow movement to lead you, you become Nataraja, not metaphorically, literally, because dance is not something someone does. Dance is what happens when energy flows freely, when the body becomes an instrument, when you stop being the dancer and become the dance. In ancient practices, there was an exercise, Tandava, dance of Shiva, not just movement, but conscious action. You take a pose, firmly, both feet on the ground, arms spread to the sides, eyes closed, breath deep, and you begin to feel energy, how it rises from the earth through the legs, how it gathers at the base of the spine, how it begins to circle, to rotate inside. Then you raise one leg, slowly, very slowly, maintaining balance. And in this moment, something changes. Your attention sharpens, because if you lose concentration, you will fall. And so you are completely here, completely in the present moment. No thoughts about the past, no worry about the future. Only this, only now, only balance on one leg. And when you find this balance, when the body aligns, when everything falls into place, the dance begins. Maybe quite simple, just swaying, just a turn, just a wave of the hand. But it is not you dancing. It is energy dancing through you. Shakti finds her expression, and Shiva observes, calm, present, aware of every movement. This is not a practice for spectators. This is a practice for yourself. In your room, alone, when no one is watching, when there is no need to be beautiful, correct, impressive, simply to be, simply to move, simply to allow energy to flow. And in this flow, in this movement, something is freed. Something that was compressed begins to breathe. Something that was forgotten begins to be remembered. The dance of Nataraja is also a metaphor for life. Your life. You dance every day. Maybe you do not realize this, but you dance. Dance of relationships, dance of work, dance of joy and sorrow, dance of hope and disappointment. And often you think you control this dance, that you choose the steps, that you lead. But Nataraja teaches otherwise. He shows you are not the one who controls. You are the one who dances. And control is an illusion that creates tension, that creates fear, that makes the dance heavy, agonizing. But when you release control, when you allow life to lead you, when you trust the rhythm, the dance becomes light, joyful, free. This does not mean becoming passive. This does not mean giving up action. No, you still move, still act, but you do not resist the flow. You do not try to make the river flow upward. You allow. You follow. You dance with what is. And in this dance, in this following, grace appears, beauty appears, meaning appears. Deep inside you, at the very foundation of your being, at that place where the spine begins, where the body meets the earth, where matter meets spirit, there sleeps a force, ancient, primordial, enormous. She is coiled like a serpent, coil after coil, 3.5 turns, head resting on her own body, breath slow, almost imperceptible. This is Kundalini, coiled energy, sleeping goddess, Shakti in her most concentrated, most potential form. Most people live their whole lives not knowing about her, not feeling her. She sleeps, and this is normal. This is safe, because when she wakes, When she begins to rise, life changes radically, irreversibly, and not always comfortably. Ancient yogis knew about her. They studied her. They created practices to awaken her safely, gradually, with proper guidance and preparation. Because Kundalini is not a toy. This is not a technique for achieving bliss. This is enormous force, force that can heal, and force that can destroy, if not ready. If you do not respect her. Imagine this energy coiled at the base of the spine is not just personal energy. This is the energy of the universe packed into a human body. This is the same force that rotates planets, that ignites stars, that makes seeds germinate, that flows in rivers, that blows in wind. And all this force is inside you, sleeping, waiting. When she begins to awaken, the first thing you feel is warmth, not ordinary warmth, internal, deep, as if inside the spine a light ignites, or fire, small at first, barely noticeable, but constant, and this fire begins to rise, slowly, very slowly, centimeter by centimeter along the spine. On the way, she meets 7 centers, 7 chakras, as they are called. These are not physical organs. These are points of intersection of energy flows. These are places where consciousness meets body, where spirit meets matter, where Shiva meets Shakti, and each chakra is a level of consciousness, level of development, level of understanding. First chakra at the base, Muladhara, root, connection with earth, with survival, with safety. When Kundalini rests here, the person is concerned with basic needs: food, shelter, safety. This is normal. This is the foundation. Without it, one cannot build further. Second chakra, slightly higher, in the area of the lower abdomen, Svadhisthana, own dwelling, connection with pleasure, with creativity, with sexuality. When energy rises here, the person begins to seek not just survival, but joy, enjoyment, intimacy. This is also important. This is part of human experience. Third chakra, in the area of the solar plexus, Manipura, city of jewels. connection with power, with will, with self-assertion. Here the person gains confidence, ability to act, ability to influence the world. Many stop here because power is a temptation. Power is what gives a sense of control, a sense of significance. Fourth chakra, in the center of the chest. Anahata, unstruck sound, connection with love, with compassion, with acceptance. When energy reaches the heart, transformation occurs. The person stops being the center of the universe. He begins to feel others, not as objects for use, not as obstacles, but as himself, as part of one whole. This is transition from personal to universal. Fifth chakra, in the throat. Vishuddha, purification, connection with expression, with creativity, with truth. Here the person finds voice, own voice, not imitation, not repetition of others' words, but own expression, own song, own truth. Sixth chakra, between the eyebrows. Ajna, command. Third eye, connection with intuition, with inner vision, with understanding beyond logic. Here, the ability to see what is not visible with ordinary sight opens, to see connections, to see patterns, to see essence. And seventh chakra at the crown. Sahasrara, thousand-petaled lotus, connection with the divine, with universal consciousness, with that which is beyond the individual. When Kundalini reaches the crown, when she unites there with Shiva, who has always been waiting for her, union happens, complete, absolute, dissolution of all boundaries, end of separation, enlightenment. But this is not the final point. This is not a place where you stay forever. Energy does not freeze at the crown. It flows up and down, creating circulation, creating balance. Because the goal is not to leave the body, not to reject the material world. The goal is to bring heaven to earth, for the divine to manifest in the human, for Shiva and Shakti to dance not somewhere there in the heavens, but here, in this body, in this life, in this moment. Awakening. Kundalini is not something that can be done by force, not something that can be achieved by techniques. This is not achievement. This is unfolding. This is allowing. This is creating conditions where she can wake naturally, safely, in her time. First condition is purity. Not moral purity in the usual sense, but purity of channels, purity of body, purity of mind. If the body is clogged with toxins, if the mind is clogged with worry, if emotions are chaotic, energy cannot flow freely. It gets stuck, creates blocks, creates imbalance. And so practice begins with simple things, with proper nutrition, with movement, with breath, with meditation, not to awaken Kundalini, but to prepare the ground. Make the body flexible. Make the mind calm. Make the heart open. Second condition is guidance, real, experienced, someone who has walked this path, who knows the dangers, who can recognize the signs, who can support when it becomes difficult. Because when Kundalini begins to rise, there can be moments of fear, moments of confusion, moments when it seems everything is collapsing. And in these moments, someone is needed who will say, "This is normal. This is part of the process. Continue. Breathe. Trust." Third condition is patience. Enormous patience. Because this is not a fast process. This is not a weekend seminar. This is the work of a lifetime, or several lifetimes, as some traditions say. And haste here is dangerous. Attempting to force the process can lead to destruction. Physical, emotional, spiritual. But if there are these conditions, if the path is traveled correctly, then awakening Kundalini becomes the greatest gift. Gift of transformation, gift of healing, gift of seeing life as it really is, not through the filters of ego, not through the prism of fears and desires, but directly, clearly, fully. There is a simple practice to begin acquaintance with this energy, not for its awakening, just for acquaintance, for establishing contact. Sit comfortably, back straight, but not tense, close eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Allow the body to relax. allow the mind to calm. Now, direct attention to the base of the spine, to that place where it connects with the pelvis. Do not try to see anything. Do not try to feel something. Simply place attention there, like a flashlight beam in darkness, soft, warm, curious. Breathe there. With each inhale, imagine how breath descends down the spine and reaches this place. With each exhale, imagine how any tension, any block goes away, dissolves, is released. Maybe you will feel warmth, maybe tingling, maybe pulsation, maybe nothing. And this is normal. Everything is right. Because the goal is not to achieve some special experience. The goal is to begin dialogue, to begin listening, to begin respecting this force that lives in you. Stay in this state for a few minutes. 5, 10, as long as is comfortable. Then slowly return attention back to breath, to body, to the room. Open eyes, stretch, smile. Thank yourself for this practice, for this time you devoted to yourself, for this step on the path of acquaintance with yourself. And know, even if you never fully awaken Kundalini, even if this is not your path in this life, the very fact that you know about her, that you respect her, that you create conditions for her health, this already changes your life. This makes you more aware, more alive, more whole. In ancient temples, in those places where stone keeps secrets of millennia, where the light of oil lamps dances on walls, casting soft shadows, where the air is thick with incense and prayers. There, in the Holy of Holies, stands a symbol. Simple, almost abstract, and at the same time so powerful that before it breath stops. Lingam, a stone pillar, smooth, rounded at the top, rising from a base. And this base is yoni, round, concave, receiving. These are not just symbols of fertility, not just depictions of masculine and feminine. This is much deeper. This is depiction of union, the most fundamental union in existence. Union of consciousness and energy, spirit and matter, heaven and earth, Shiva and Shakti. Lingam is Shiva, in his most essential form, not an anthropomorphic figure with arms and legs, but pure form, pillar of light, axis of the universe, that around which everything rotates, that which holds everything, that which gives structure, direction, meaning. This is the masculine principle in its purity, not aggressive, not dominating, but giving, protecting, supporting. Yoni is Shakti, base, earth, womb, that which receives the seed and gives it opportunity to germinate, that which nourishes, that which carries, that which births. This is the feminine principle, not passive, not weak, but actively receiving, actively creating, actively transforming. And when lingam is immersed in yoni, when they are united, when they are one, creation happens. Not just physical birth, but creation at all levels. Creation of worlds, creation of ideas, creation of art, creation of life, creation of meaning. The priest comes to the temple at dawn, when the world still sleeps, when streets are empty, when only birds begin their songs. He bathes in the sacred pond at the temple. Cold water washes away sleep, washes away worries, washes away everything personal. He clothes himself in clean garments, white, simple. He enters the temple through a side door, the one that leads directly to the sanctuary. There, in twilight, illuminated by only one lamp that burns always, never goes out, stands the lingam, stone, dark, cold to the touch. The priest approaches, bows, not from servility, but from respect, from recognition that he is a servant, that he is a mediator between the symbol and people, that his role is not in control, but in service. He begins the ritual, slow, conscious, every movement filled with meaning. First, he bathes the lingam, pours water on it from a copper jug. Water flows down the smooth surface, streams down, collects in yoni, flows out through a special spout, goes into the earth. This is purification. Not because the stone is dirty, but because every day is a beginning. Every day is renewal. Then milk, white, nutritious, symbol of abundance, symbol of life. Then honey, golden, sweet, symbol of joy, symbol of blessing. Then clarified butter, ghee, source of light, source of warmth. Then yogurt, cool, calming, symbol of balance. All this is poured on the lingam, and the stone receives, darkens from moisture, shines in the light of the lamp, becomes alive. The priest adorns the lingam with flowers, white, red, yellow, places them at the base. On yoni, they lie there, fresh, fragrant, reminder of beauty, of impermanence, of that everything that blooms will wilt but will bloom again. He lights incense. Thin sticks begin to smolder, releasing streams of smoke that rise upward, curl, create patterns in the air. Scent of sandalwood, scent of frankincense, scent of jasmine. These aromas are offerings to the invisible, offerings to that which is beyond form. He pronounces mantras, ancient words in Sanskrit, words that have sounded for thousands of years, words that have power not in meaning, but in vibration. Om Namah Shivaya, salutation to Shiva. Not a request, not a prayer for mercy, simply recognition. Recognition of what is, recognition of union, recognition of dance. And when the ritual is complete, when the last mantra is pronounced, when the lamp is lit, when everything is offered, the priest bows again and leaves, leaving lingam and yoni in their eternal union, in their silent dialogue, in their creative embrace. People begin to come to the temple, some from early morning, others later, after work, after worries. They come with different needs, with different desires. Someone asks for children, someone for health, someone for prosperity. Someone simply comes because their ancestors did so, and they continue the tradition without thinking much about the meaning. But there are those who come with something else, with understanding. They look at lingam and yoni not as separate objects, but as unity. They see in this union a reflection of their own nature, that in them themselves there is both masculine and feminine. There is both consciousness and energy. there is both ability to be and ability to act. And that harmony comes not from choosing one over the other, but from accepting both, from respecting both, from the dance between them. There is a meditation connected with this symbol, ancient, secret, transmitted from teacher to student. It is not described in books. It is not explained in words. It is shown. It is experienced. But its foundation is this. Sit in silence. Close eyes. Imagine in the center of your being, somewhere in the area of the heart, maybe a little lower, imagine a pillar of light, vertical, bright, stable. This is the axis. This is the core. This is what holds you upright. This is Shiva in you. Now imagine that around this pillar, at its base, is space. Open, receiving, warm, alive. This is Shakti. This is that part of you that is capable of feeling, capable of loving, capable of creating. And feel how they are not separate, how the pillar of light stands in this space, how the space embraces the pillar, how they breathe together, how with each inhale the pillar becomes brighter and the space warmer, how with each exhale they increasingly dissolve into each other. Do not visualize too detailed. Do not try to make the picture clear. Just feel the general sensation, sensation of union, sensation of wholeness, sensation that you are not a half seeking another half, but already whole, already complete, already containing everything necessary. Stay in this sensation. Breathe with it. Live in it. And when you are ready to return, know that this state does not go away. It remains somewhere deep, like an anchor, like a reminder, like a home where you can always return. Lingam and Yoni teach one more thing. They teach that the sacred is not somewhere far, not in the heavens, not in inaccessible places. The sacred is in union, in unification, in the merging of opposites. And this union can happen everywhere. In the temple, in the bedroom, in nature, everywhere where two meet to become one. This is not only about sex, although about that too. Sexuality is one of the manifestations of this cosmic force. When two bodies unite, when two breaths merge, when two hearts beat in unison, this is not just a physical act. This is ritual. This is sacrament. This is a moment when Shiva and Shakti meet in human form. But this is also about any creative act. When an artist takes a brush and applies paint to canvas, when a musician touches strings and sound is born, when a writer touches keys and words form into sentences, when a gardener plants a seed in earth, all this is union. Union of idea and form, union of inspiration and work, union of heaven and earth. And so the temple teaches, not through sermons, not through rules, through symbol, through image that speaks directly to the heart, bypassing the mind. Lingam and yoni stand there, in twilight, in silence, in the aroma of incense, and they remind everyone who looks that life is a dance of union, that you are the result of this dance, that in you flows the same force that created the universe, and that your task is not to suppress it, not to be ashamed of it, but to honor it, use it wisely, allow it to bloom. There is a path spoken of in whispers, a path that has long been shrouded in mystery, misunderstanding, fear, a path that many rejected without understanding, and which few have walked to the end, completely transformed. This is the path of Tantra, a word that frightens, a word that attracts, a word surrounded by myths and misconceptions. But in its essence, it is simply a path to wholeness, path to union, path where Shiva and Shakti meet not somewhere there, but here, in the body, in life, in every moment. Tantra is not about sex, though it does not deny it. Tantra is about the sacred in the everyday, about the divine in the earthly, about that there is nothing that is outside the spiritual. There are no low and high actions. There are no pure and impure places. Everything is one fabric of being. And so, everything can become a path. Everything can become practice. Everything can become meditation. Other paths say, renounce the world to find liberation. Go into a cave. Meditate in silence. overcome desires, overcome attachments, and then, when you have completely renounced, when nothing worldly touches you anymore, then you are free. And this is a beautiful path for some, for those who can, for those who are called by detachment. But Tantra says otherwise. It says, do not reject the world. Transform it. Do not flee from desires. Transform them. Do not avoid the body. Use it as a tool of awakening, tool of transformation, tool of union. At the foundation of Tantra lies understanding. Everything is energy. Everything is Shakti. And this energy is originally pure, originally sacred. There is nothing impure in energy itself. There is only how we use it. There is only our attitude toward it. If we use energy consciously, with awareness, with respect, it leads to liberation. If we use it unconsciously, greedily, selfishly, it creates suffering. Take food. An ordinary person eats to satisfy hunger, without thinking, without feeling. He may eat in front of the television, reading news, scrolling through his phone. Food enters the mouth, is chewed, swallowed, but he does not even notice the taste, does not notice texture, does not notice how the body receives this food, how it becomes energy, how it supports life. A tantric eats differently. For him, food is ritual. He sits. He looks at the food. He sees in it a gift of nature, gift of earth, gift of sun and rain, gift of labor of those who grew this, who prepared this. He gives thanks, not necessarily with words, just with a feeling of gratitude in the heart. He takes the first bite, slowly, places in mouth, chews attentively, feels the taste, feels the aroma, feels how food mixes with saliva, how it becomes soft, how it is ready to be swallowed. He swallows, consciously, feels how food goes down the throat, how it reaches the stomach. And he knows this is not just food. This is Shakti energy entering his body, supporting his life, giving him strength to practice, to love, to serve. The same with breath. An ordinary person breathes automatically, does not even notice. A tantric makes each inhale conscious, each exhale a prayer. Inhale is receiving life. receiving energy. Exhale is giving, giving the old, giving tension. And in this rhythm of inhale and exhale, in this conscious breath, he feels the pulse of the universe. He feels how he is connected to everything, how his breath is the breath of trees, breath of ocean, breath of cosmos. The same with love, with intimacy, with what many consider purely physical. Tantra sees in this something more, much more. When two people unite, when they meet not just with bodies, but with all being, when they are present completely, when they see in each other not object of desire, but manifestation of the divine, then intimacy becomes yoga, becomes meditation, becomes path to unity. In this moment, the man is not just a man. He is Shiva, embodied consciousness. The woman is not just a woman. She is Shakti, embodied energy. And when they meet, when they dissolve in each other, when boundaries are erased, something happens that cannot be described in words. Union happens, not only of two bodies, but of two souls, two principles. And in this union, in this moment of complete merging, a door opens, a door beyond the individual, a door into the ocean of being, a door into that which always was, always will be. But this requires practice, practice of presence, practice of awareness, practice of respect. Because if intimacy happens mechanically, if it becomes routine, if there is no soul in it, no attention, no love, it remains just a physical act, pleasant, perhaps, but not transforming. Tantric practices include meditations together, simply sitting opposite each other, looking into eyes for a long time, without saying a word. At first, this is uncomfortable. Embarrassment arises, desire to look away, desire to fill silence with words. But if you stay, if you continue to look, if you allow this awkwardness to be, after some time, something changes. Eyes stop being just eyes. They become windows, windows into the soul. And you begin to see not face, not form, but being, alive, vulnerable, beautiful, and in this seeing love is born, not emotional attachment, but deep recognition of yourself in the other, recognition of the divine in the human. Another practice is synchronization of breath, to lie or sit side by side, to breathe together. Inhale simultaneously, exhale simultaneously. At first, this requires effort, attention, but gradually, rhythms coincide. Hearts begin to beat in unison. Bodies begin to feel each other as one. And in this unity of breath, in this synchronicity, something subtle happens. Energies begin to flow. What was in one passes to the other. What was divided becomes common. Tantra also teaches work with energy inside the body, not only in a couple, but also individually. There are practices where you learn to feel subtle streams of energy that flow through the body. Learn to direct them. Learn to transform gross energy into subtle into even more subtle, until it becomes pure light, pure consciousness. One such practice is visualization. You sit in meditation. Imagine that at the base of the spine is a red glow, warm, pulsating. This is life energy, energy of creation. With each inhale, it becomes brighter. With each exhale, more concentrated. Then you begin slowly to raise it, up the spine, through each chakra, and at each level it changes color, becomes orange in the area of the belly, yellow in the solar plexus, green in the heart, blue in the throat, indigo between the eyebrows, violet at the crown, and finally, white, pure white light that pours from the crown, surrounds you, fills the space around. This is not just imagination. This is work with real energy streams. And if done regularly, with persistence, with faith, you begin to notice changes. More energy during the day, more clarity of mind, more calmness of heart, more ability to love, to forgive, to accept. But Tantra warns, it is not an easy path. It is not a fast path. And it is not a safe path if walked without guidance. Because work with energy is work with fire. Fire can warm. Fire can cook food. Fire can illuminate darkness. But fire can also burn. And so a teacher is needed. Tradition is needed. Wisdom of those who walked this path before is needed. And yet, even without a teacher, even without complex practices, one can begin to live tantrically, simply by bringing awareness into the everyday, simply by remembering that every action can be sacred, every touch can be a blessing, every word can be a mantra. You do not need to go to a monastery. You do not need to renounce life. You just need to live it fully, consciously, with presence, with love. And when you live this way, when every moment becomes practice, when every breath is connection with the divine, then all life becomes a temple, all body becomes an altar, and Shiva and Shakti dance in every cell, in every movement, in every heartbeat. High in the mountains, there where snow never melts, where air is thin and pure, where silence is so deep that you can hear the beating of your own heart. There, in a cave hidden from view, sit two, Shiva and Parvati. He in deep meditation, motionless as the mountain itself. She beside him, her eyes full of questions, her heart overflowing with desire to know, to understand, to comprehend. This is not an ordinary conversation. This is a dialogue that lasts forever. A dialogue recorded in ancient texts, in sacred scriptures kept in temples and libraries. A dialogue between consciousness and energy, between the one who knows and the one who wants to know, between teacher and student, between lovers so close that between them there are no secrets. Parvati asks. Her questions are simple and deep at the same time. What is reality? What is liberation? How to attain peace? How does the mind work? How does energy flow? How to overcome suffering? How to know oneself? Questions that every person has asked. Questions that sound in all times. Questions to which there are no simple answers. And Shiva answers, does not hurry, does not give ready formulas. He leads her, step by step, layer by layer. He shows how the world is arranged, how illusion arises, how the mind creates reality, how energy takes forms, how liberation is not somewhere far, but here, in this moment, in this breath, in this awareness. Sometimes he speaks in metaphors, sometimes directly, sometimes he is silent, and his silence speaks more than words. Parvati listens, not just with ears, with all being. She absorbs every word, every pause, every glance, and gradually, imperceptibly, something changes in her. Her questions become deeper, her understanding wider, her heart more open. These dialogues are not just philosophical conversations. This is transmission. Transmission of knowledge. Transmission of state. Transmission of that which cannot be expressed in words, but which can be experienced, felt, become. Shiva does not teach Parvati something external. He awakens in her what is already there, what always was, but what was hidden, forgotten, covered with layers of conditioning. One of the dialogues begins with Parvati's question about the nature of mind. What is mind? Where does it come from? Why is it so restless? Why can it not stop? Shiva answers, mind is not something separate. Mind is movement of consciousness, like waves on the surface of the ocean. The ocean is calm in the depths, but on the surface, waves. Big, small. They arise. They disappear, but they are not separate from the ocean. They are the ocean. So is the mind. It is movement of pure consciousness, movement of Shakti, and so it cannot be stopped by force, cannot be suppressed, can only be understood. Understand its nature. See that thoughts come and go by themselves, that you are not thoughts. You are the one who observes thoughts. You are the ocean, not the waves. And Parvati asks, how to become the ocean? How to stop identifying with waves? Shiva smiles, gently, with love, and says, you are already the ocean, always were. You simply forgot. You became fascinated by the play of waves. You decided you are this wave that is rising now, or that one that is falling now. But this is illusion. Maya, play of consciousness. To remember You do not need to do something complex. You just need to stop. Just to look. Look at thoughts without involvement, without judgment, without trying to change them. Just look. As you look at clouds in the sky, they come, they go. Sky remains. So are you. Thoughts come, thoughts go. You remain. In another dialogue, Parvati asks about suffering. Why does it exist? Why do we suffer? Shiva answers, suffering arises from attachment, from desire for everything to be different than it is. You want the pleasant to stay forever. You want the unpleasant to go immediately. But life does not work that way. Life is flow. Everything changes. Everything flows. Everything is impermanent. When you accept this, when you stop resisting the flow, suffering disappears. Not because circumstances change, but because your relationship to them changes. You stop demanding life be as you want. You begin to dance with what is. And in this dance, in this acceptance, peace is born, deep, unshakable. Parvati listens and feels how something inside her softens, how resistance weakens, how the heart opens. She understands Shiva is not speaking about something abstract. He is speaking about reality, about how life is arranged, and about how to live in harmony with it. There is a dialogue about love. Parvati asks, "What is true love?" Shiva answers, "Love is not an emotion, not a feeling, not attachment. Love is a state of openness, a state when boundaries between you and the world dissolve, when you feel another as yourself, when his joy is your joy, his pain is your pain. But this is not fusion where individuality is lost. This is unity where each remains himself, but together creates something greater, like Shiva and Shakti. They are two, but they are one. They dance together, each in their own rhythm. But rhythms coincide, creating harmony. Love does not demand. Love does not cling. Love does not fear losing, because true love knows nothing is lost. Everything that is always. Forms change. Bodies age. Relationships go through crises. but love remains. Because love is not what you feel toward someone. Love is what you are. Parvati weeps. Quietly. Tears flow down her cheeks, not from grief, from understanding, from that relief that comes when long search ends, when answer is found, when everything becomes clear. Shiva embraces her, says nothing, simply holds. And in this embrace, in this silence, in this closeness, everything is said, everything is transmitted, everything is understood. These dialogues live in texts, in Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, in Shiva Sutras, in other scriptures kept for centuries, but they are not dead. They are alive. Because the same questions that Parvati asked, you ask. The same answers that Shiva gave sound for you. If you listen, if you are open, if you are ready, you can create your own dialogue with the divine, not necessarily in the form of Shiva and Parvati, simply dialogue between the one who asks and the one who knows, between your small self and your greater self, between the part of you that is confused and the part that is always clear. Sit in silence. Close eyes. Ask a question, any question that lives in your heart. What troubles me? Why do I suffer? What should I do? What is my path? Do not think about the question. Just feel it. Feel how it sounds inside. Now wait. Do not seek answer in the mind. Do not try to come up with a solution. Just remain in silence. Open. Receptive. And maybe an answer will come. Not in words. Maybe in a sensation. In an image, in knowledge that arises from nowhere and yet from the very depths. Trust this knowledge. This is not you making it up. This came from that place where Shiva and Shakti are already united. From that place where all answers already are. The mountains remember these dialogues. The wind carries their whisper. Snow keeps their silence. And everyone who comes to the mountains, who sits in silence, who listens, can hear, can receive their teaching, their revelation, their dialogue with the eternal. But you do not need to wait for a journey to the Himalayas. You do not need to search for ancient temples. You do not need to find an enlightened teacher, because Shiva and Shakti are not somewhere there. They are here, in you, always were, always will be. You just need to learn to notice them, learn to feel them, learn to dance with them. Shiva lives in your heart, not in the physical heart that beats in the chest, pumping blood, but in the spiritual heart, in that center that is located slightly to the right of the physical heart, deep inside. This is a place of stillness, place of silence, place where the world stops, where time freezes, where you can simply be. When you are tired, when the world is too noisy, when thoughts swarm like bees, when emotions overwhelm, return to the heart. Close eyes. Take a deep breath and direct attention there to the center of the chest, slightly to the right. Feel this place. Do not try to see something. Do not try to hear something. Just be there. Be present. And gradually, slowly, almost imperceptibly, something changes. Breath slows. Thoughts calm. Body relaxes. And a sensation appears. Subtle, tender, sensation of stillness, not as absence of movement, but as presence of something very deep, very stable, very real. This is Shiva. This is that aspect of Yusha that never changes, that is always here, that observes everything but remains motionless like a mountain. And Shakti lives in your breath, in this constant movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 20,000 times a day, if not more. You do not think about it. The body breathes by itself. But this is not just a mechanical process. This is life. This is energy. This is Shakti in action. With each inhale, life enters you. Not just oxygen, but life force. Prana, as they call it in the East. Qi, as they say in China. Energy that supports not only body, but also mind and soul. With each inhale, you are filled. With each exhale, you are freed from the old, from the spent, from what no longer serves you. There is a practice, simple and deep, that unites Shiva and Shakti in you. Sit comfortably, close eyes, place one hand on heart, the other on belly. Feel the warmth of your palms. Feel how under palms is life, pulsation, breath. Now begin to observe breath. Do not change it. Do not deepen it. Do not control it. Just observe how inhale comes by itself, how belly under the hand rises, how chest expands. This is Shakti. This is energy entering you. Now, hold attention on the pause after inhale. Short pause, maybe quite imperceptible, but it is there. Moment of fullness, moment when movement stops. This is Shiva. This is stillness in the middle of movement. Now exhale. Observe how air leaves the body, how belly descends, how chest contracts. This is Shakti again, return of energy to source. And again, pause. After exhale, moment of emptiness, moment when everything becomes still. This is Shiva again, stillness before beginning of new cycle. Continue. Inhale, Shakti. Pause, Shiva. Exhale, Shakti. Pause, Shiva. Dance. Eternal dance. Happening in you. Every moment. Every day. All life. And when you breathe this way, when you are aware of this dance, something amazing happens. You stop being separate. Stop being a small self struggling with the world. You become part of something greater, part of this cosmic breath, part of this eternal dance of Shiva and Shakti. This practice can be done anywhere, not only in meditation, on the subway, in line, on a walk, at work, at any moment when you need to return to yourself, when you need to find center, when you need to remember that under bustle, under worry, under all stories you tell yourself, there is something unchanging. There is Shiva's stillness. There is Shakti's energy. There is the dance of their union. And one more practice for those moments when energy is stuck, when you feel sluggish, tired, depressed. Stand up. If you can, find a place where no one disturbs. close eyes. Feel feet on ground, firmly, stable. This is grounding. This is connection with Shiva, with motionless foundation. Now begin to move, just a little. Simply sway, side to side, forward and back. Allow movement to be natural. Do not think about how it should be right. Just listen to the body. It knows. Gradually, movement may intensify. Arms will begin to rise. Hips will begin to circle. Legs will begin to stomp or jump. Allow this to happen. This is Shakti awakening in you. This is energy that was compressed, blocked, now finding release. Sound may come, a sigh, a moan, a scream, laughter. Allow this too. Sound is liberation. Sound is energy becoming audible. Do not restrain. Do not control. Just allow. Dance for as long as needed. 5 minutes. 10. 20. Until you feel it is enough. Until energy begins to calm. Until movement begins to slow by itself. Then stop. Stand still. Close eyes and feel. Feel how energy flows through the body, how it circulates, how it fills every cell, how you are alive, how you are here, how you are the dance of Shiva and Shakti. This is not esoteric. This is not something mystical or inaccessible. This is the most ordinary, the most natural thing in the world. Because you are this body. You are this breath. You are this energy and consciousness woven together. And when you remember this, when you live from this understanding, life changes. Not externally, perhaps, not circumstances, but inside, you change. You become more whole, more alive, more free. There is a story, ancient, beautiful, touching the heart, a story of how Shiva and Parvati met, how they loved each other, how they became one. This is not just a myth. This is teaching. Teaching about love, about what it can be, about what it should be. In the first life, Parvati was Sati, daughter of a powerful king, Daksha. She grew up listening to stories about the great yogi who lives in the mountains, about Shiva about how he meditates, immersed in such deep silence that the world around him freezes. She heard he is detached, that he is not interested in worldly affairs, that he lives in ash, wears snakes, dances on cremation grounds. And all this did not frighten her. On the contrary, something in her heart responded. Something recognized him. She decided to meet him, not like other women who tried to seduce him with beauty or wealth. She decided to meet him differently. She went into the forest. She began to practice austerity. Hard, severe. She meditated for hours, days, weeks. She refused food, comfort, everything that binds to the world. She became like him, not externally, internally. She became silence, seeking silence. And he came, first to test her, to try her. He came in the guise of an old Brahmin and asked, "Why are you doing this? Why are you torturing yourself? For whom?" She answered, "For Shiva." The Brahmin smirked. Shiva, this wild yogi who lives like a beggar, this madman who dances among skulls? Why do you need such? Sati looked at him, calmly, firmly, and said, "Because he sees what is hidden, because he knows what is forgotten, because he is free. And I want this freedom, not from him, but with him, beside him, as his reflection." And then Shiva revealed himself, dropped the disguise, showed himself, and they looked at each other. And in this look, in this moment of recognition, love happened. Not passion, not attachment, love recognition, love meeting. When two beings see in each other not the one they want to possess, but the one with whom they want to dance, they married. But Sati's father, Daksha, did not approve. He was proud, ambitious, attached to status and wealth. For him, Shiva was unacceptable, too strange, too unpredictable, too unlike everyone else. He organized a great sacrifice, invited the gods, all except Shiva. This was an insult, public, deliberate. Sati learned about this and decided to go, not to celebrate, but to defend the honor of her beloved. Shiva warned her, Do not go. Your father has not changed. There will be only pain. But she did not listen. She went. And there, at the ceremony, when her father publicly humiliated Shiva, when he said his daughter chose someone unworthy, Sati could not bear, not the insult, but the pain that love is not understood, that unity is not recognized. She entered the sacrificial fire voluntarily and burned. Shiva learned, and the world shuddered, because when Shiva grieves, when his heart is broken, this is not quiet sadness. This is storm. This is hurricane. This is destruction of everything that is not true. He danced, dance of Tandava, fierce, uncontrollable. Mountains shook, rivers overflowed. Gods feared the universe would collapse. But then, gradually, the dance slowed. Fury subsided. Only pain remained. Deep, quiet. And Shiva returned to the mountains. Alone, immersed in meditation, deeper than ever, as if trying to forget, or, on the contrary, to remember something deeper. And Sati returned, reborn, as Parvati, daughter of mountains. She did not remember past life, but something in her knew. Something drew her to the mountains, to caves, to that place where Shiva meditates. She came, brought flowers, fruit, simply sat nearby, not saying anything, just being present. At first, he did not notice, or pretended not to notice, immersed too deep. But gradually, imperceptibly, her presence began to penetrate through meditation, through detachment, through pain of the past. He opened his eyes, looked at her, and recognized, not face, not form, but essence, the same soul, the same being, returned to him. And they again became one. But now their union was deeper, because they passed through separation, through loss, through pain, and returned to each other, not from need, not from habit, but from choice, from understanding that together they are whole, that their dance is not just romance. This is cosmic law. This is the way the universe knows itself. This story teaches. It teaches that love is not possession. not control, not attempt to change the other to fit yourself. Love is recognition, recognition of the divine in the other, recognition of the right of the other to be himself, and at the same time, readiness to dance together, create together, grow together. It teaches that sometimes love requires separation, not as ending, but as pause, as moment when each returns to himself, to remember who he is, not to lose himself in the other, to preserve his individuality, and then meet again, more whole, more aware. And it teaches that true love does not fear death, does not cling to form, because it knows what is connected at the level of soul is never separated. Forms may change, bodies may go, but connection remains, eternal, unbreakable. In relationships where there is this understanding, where each sees in the other Shiva and Shakti, where each respects both stillness and movement in the partner, something sacred is born. Their home becomes temple, bed becomes altar, every touch becomes blessing, every word becomes mantra. And it is not necessary to be in a couple to experience this union, because Shiva and Shakti live in everyone. In you, there is both masculine and feminine, and your task is to reconcile them, allow them to dance together, not choose one over the other, but integrate both. Then you become whole. Then you become home for yourself. Then you do not seek the other half. You are already full. And from this fullness, you can meet another, not from need, but from abundance, from desire to share, from joy of joint dance. Everything collapses, always, inevitably. This is the law of matter, law of time. Everything that has form will one day lose it. Everything that is born will die. Everything that is built will be destroyed. Stones turn to dust. Mountains become hills. Rivers change courses. Civilizations flourish and disappear. Stars burn out. Galaxies fly apart. And this is not tragedy. This is not punishment. This is simply the nature of things. Shiva is the destroyer, but this does not mean he is evil, does not mean he is cruel, He destroys because destruction is a necessary part of the cycle. Without end, there is no beginning. Without death, there is no birth. Without destruction of form, there is no liberation of energy for creation of new forms. Imagine a forest. Old trees stand, huge, mighty. Their crowns block the sky. Under them is shadow. Almost nothing new grows there, because there is no light, no space. Everything is occupied. But then a storm comes, or lightning strikes, or simply time does its work. The old tree falls, and in its place a clearing appears. Light penetrates to earth, and there, in this light, seeds begin to germinate. Dozens, hundreds, new life, which could not have appeared if the old had not gone. So it is with us. Sometimes something needs to end, for a relationship to finish, for work to be lost, for a house to burn, for plans to collapse, for illusions to crumble, not because we are bad, not because we are failures, but because this is part of the cycle, part of greater rhythm. And if we resist, if we cling to the old, trying to hold what is ready to go, we create suffering. But if we allow, if we accept destruction as part of the dance, if we trust that after winter will come spring, that after death will come rebirth, then even the most difficult moments become sacred, become threshold, become initiation. In India, there is a place, Varanasi, ancient city on the bank of the Ganges. There, on steps that descend to the river, fires burn, day and night. These are cremation ghats, places where the dead are burned, place where many come to die, because they believe to die in Varanasi, to be burned on the bank of the Ganges, is liberation. This is the end of the cycle of rebirths. Tourists come there and are horrified. Death, fire, smoke, smell of burning flesh. This shocks. This frightens. But locals live next to this. Children play on the same steps. Women wash clothes in the same river. Traders sell flowers and sweets. Life and death are woven so tightly that between them there is no boundary. And in this is deep wisdom, wisdom that says, Death is not the opposite of life. Death is part of life. They are one, like Shiva and Shakti, like destruction and creation, like inhale and exhale. You cannot have one without the other. When you accept this, when you stop fearing the end, when you understand that everything is impermanent, everything flows, everything changes, paradoxically, you become freer. You begin to value every moment, because you know it will not repeat. This sunset, this smile, this touch, this breath, unique, unrepeatable, and therefore precious. There is a meditation, ancient, difficult, not for everyone, but powerful. Meditation on death. You lie down, close your eyes, and imagine that this is your last day, last hours, last minutes. Breath becomes rarer. Body grows cold. Strength leaves. And you let go. Let go of the body. Let go of everything you considered yours. Possessions, relationships, achievements, dreams. Everything remains. Everything goes. Except one thing. Except the one who observes, who is aware, who exists beyond form. And in this experience, even imagined, liberation comes. Fear leaves. Clinging weakens. And you understand, I am not what dies. I am not the body, not the thoughts, not the emotions. I am consciousness. I am Shiva, indestructible, eternal, free. Of course, this does not mean you should seek death, not mean you should stop caring for life. On the contrary, when you accept impermanence, you begin to live more fully, more deeply, more consciously. Every day becomes a gift, every moment a miracle, because you know this could be the last. And so you do not waste it on trivialities. Do not waste it worrying about what does not matter. You live truly, fully, here and now. And when the end comes, whether the end of a relationship, the end of a job, the end of an era, the end of life, you do not cling. You do not resist. You give thanks for what was, for the lessons, for the beauty, for the pain, for everything, and you let go with peace, with trust, knowing the cycle will continue, that after winter will be spring, that after night will be dawn, that after death will be new birth. In what form does not matter. What matters is that the dance continues, always, eternally. The journey is coming to an end, not because everything is said. It is impossible to say everything about Shiva and Shakti, about stillness and movement, about consciousness and energy. One could speak for eternity, and still something would remain unsaid, something elusive, something that can only be experienced, only felt, only become. Maybe now you are lying in bed, preparing for sleep, body relaxed, breath slow, thoughts calming. Or maybe you were listening at another time, during the day, on the road, at work. It does not matter, because what we spoke about is not bound to time, not bound to place. It is always here, always accessible. Shiva and Shakti are not distant gods, not abstract concepts. They are your nature, your essence, how you are made. In every inhale, Shakti. In every pause, Shiva. In every heartbeat, their union. In every thought, their dance. You are not separate from them. You are them, embodied, manifested, living this life, in this body, in this moment. And so the practice is not to become someone else, not to reach something unreachable. The practice is to remember who you already are, what you already have, what you already are. Whole, complete, perfect, even in imperfection, even in weakness, even in humanness. Return to the breath, always, when you get lost, when you worry, when you forget. Just one breath, conscious, deep, full, and exhale, releasing, liberating. And in this breath, everything, all practice, all teaching, all wisdom, return to the heart, to this quiet place inside, where the peace of Shiva lives, where there is no worry, no fear, no doubt, just presence, just being, just you, real, uncovered, free. And allow energy to flow. Shakti wants to move, wants to dance, wants to create, wants to love, wants to express. Do not suppress her. Do not restrain her. But also, do not get lost in her. Observe, direct, dance with her as Shiva dances, fully engaged and fully free. Life is a temple. Your body is the altar. Your breath is the prayer. Your work is service. Your relationships are sacred space. Your pain is initiation. Your joy is blessing. Everything, every moment, every experience can be sacred if you look at it rightly, if you are present, if you remember. The mountains still stand. Snow still lies on the peaks. Wind still sings its ancient song. Temples are still open. Fires still burn. Linga and Yoni are still united. Shiva still meditates. Parvati still asks questions. Nataraja still dances. Kundalini still sleeps at the base of the spine. Everything in its place. Everything as it should be. And you are part of this, not separate, not an observer from the side, but a participant, a dancer in this cosmic dance, a note in this infinite symphony, a wave in this boundless ocean. And your task is not to become perfect, but to be yourself, fully, sincerely, fearlessly. Allow yourself to rest. Now, in this moment, allow the body to relax. Allow the breath to slow. Allow thoughts to scatter like clouds in the wind. You are safe. You are home. You are where you need to be. And if sleep comes, receive it as a gift, as a little death, as a return to that place where everything begins, to silence, to stillness, to the space without forms, to the embrace of Shiva, where Shakti rests, where everything pauses, to begin again in the morning. And when you wake, when you open your eyes, when you take the first breath of a new day, remember, this is not just a breath. This is rebirth. This is a new dance. This is Shakti awakening again, ready to play, ready to create, ready to love. And Shiva observes, smiles, blesses. The path home is not long because you never left. You have always been here, in this union, in this dance, in this unity of Shiva and Shakti. You just forgot sometimes, but now you remember. And this memory is not in the head. It is in the body, in the breath, in the heart, in every cell. Let go now of everything, all efforts, all strivings, all searching. Just be, breathe, feel. Allow silence to envelop you. Allow peace to enter. Allow yourself to dissolve in this moment completely, without remainder. You are the dance. You are the union. You are that place where sky meets earth, where spirit meets matter, where Shiva meets Shakti. Always, eternally, here now.